This brings us to Rule 18, responsibility between vessels. Earlier we defined all the various vessels, and here's a little memory jogger that may help you keep these vessels straight in your mind. New rods catch fish, so purchase some. Each of those letters stands for one of the various types of vessels that's in the defined in the pecking order. New is for not under command, the nuke vessel. R is for restricted inability to maneuver, the ram vessel. Then constrained by draft, that's the large vessels, international waters only. And then the fishing vessels, while they're engaged in fishing. And then the sailing vessels, and then the power vessels, and then the seaplanes. So we see the seaplanes is at the very bottom of the pecking order. So the only way I teach this one is if you put your finger on the vessel you are, say you're a sailboat, then you give way to everything above you. And if you're the sailboat, then the vessels below have to give way to you. So here you're the give way, here you're the stand on. Commonly referred to as the pecking order. This brings us to Rule 19, which is the conduct of vessels in restricted visibility. And if you recall the definition earlier, we looked at the definition as restricted visibility is fog, snow, rainstorms, sandstorms, anything that can cause restricted visibility. So vessels operating in or near restricted visibility. You don't have to be in the fog. Shown here, if you're in clear water, clear sky here, the fog may be over here somewhere and there may be other vessels in there. So if you're in it or near it, then Rule 19 applies. So you have to proceed at a safe speed. A power-driven vessel should have her engine on, ready for immediate maneuver. If you have radar on here, you can detect where other vessels are, determine if a close quarter situation is developing or that risk of collision that does exist. So you can take avoiding action, again, in ample time. An example of this, but one of the things you should avoid is altering your course to port for vessels forward of her beam, except for an overtaking situation. I'm going to bring this up in a larger screen. Here, you're in the this vessel here. This is where you're at in the middle of your boat. Here is in the center of your radar screen, and if you detect a vessel forward of your beam, you should not alter course to port. The vessel detected on the radar, you should avoid an alteration of course towards the vessel of beam or abaft to beam in restricted visibility. Again, I'm going to bring up a bigger screen of this. So here you are in the middle. This is your vessel, and if you detect another vessel, a beam of you, you should avoid altering a course towards that vessel.